We're figuring it out, chat. Let's invite you. Aha, there we go.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Alright, just printed my character sheet.
Sweet. So I'm going to try to build a character along with you all.
Oh, fun! Will it be
Yeah.
one of our NPCs, or is it gonna be like a secret Gandalf character who
You'll
guides?
never know.
I'll never know. Or is it just your next character?
It might be all of the above.
Right. Let's see. So,
But for now, we're just waiting for our other two players.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
You can tell I've been hanging out with my brother-in-law Nick a lot because I've picked up some of his language. Like, nice, nice.
Haven't we all? Nick has infected us all.
It's crazy how language spreads if you've been hanging out with someone for a long time.
I've
You can
noticed
kind of
my
tell.
language used to be so different when I was in high school. But now I hang out with pretty much exclusively for the past year people who are all Christians, so it changes things quite a bit.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've found that ever since I renewed my library card, I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks instead of podcasts. And
Nice.
so vocabulary from that has gone up. It's strange how it works.
Alright, we are all here now, so we can get started.
Okay, so just to let you guys know, Lonely has never played D&D before.
Which makes it more exciting for us.
So he's completely, we need to get him up and running and in the loop.
So the first thing you're all going to do is hop into our channel that's called Links. It's going to have a bunch of links to things we need today.
I got that.
And the first thing you want to do is download your character sheet. So that when we figure out information along this fun journey, you have a place to put it.
Right.
If you click on the link, the option you'll want is the 5th edition character sheet, which will bring up a PDF for you. And the option you're going to want is the form fillable PDF, so that you can fill it out. You also have the option of printing it and filling it out that way.
Wait, we want the what? The 5th edition character sheet?
Yes, because that is the edition we will be playing.
Then we want the which one?
The form fillable one, unless you wish to print it. In which case, you can go with the printer
print
version.
I want the form fillable. Okay.
I figured as much.
Oh god, it's really raining here. If I lose power, I'm sorry. Oh god, it's really raining here. If I lose power, I'm sorry.
Where? I should mute stream so we do not have an echo. Alright, so I'm going to be building a character along with you all.
Okay. You're gonna have to explain us through the building a character process.
I will do that. First thing I want to do, though, is tell you, because Warrior tried to set the game to just chatting. It didn't give me an option to set the game when I started streaming.
Okay. Is it Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes, or just chatting. Either one is fine.
Either or. Okay, we'll just do just chatting then. That's fine.
Okay. Because it Like, it didn't, because normally when I start streaming, it gives me the option to, like, set up a tweet and everything. It did not give me that
Right.
option. It just went straight to live.
Yeah, that's because we don't have that set up for the brand channel.
Which makes sense, but also means I couldn't set what game I wanted to play.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright. So the first thing you're going to want to do when creating a character is figure out what kind of character you'd like to play. Typically, I start with a concept of some sort. Such as, maybe I want to play a guy who runs around with a really big sword and hits people on the head. Maybe I want to be an intelligent spellcaster like a wizard. It's really all about how you feel. I've played most of the classes in 5th edition. At least once. So what do you feel like playing today, gamer? Or for the next while?
I'm gonna be an elf.
That is a race, which is good to know, but we need a class.
Oh,
What type of elf?
Okay, let's do an archer.
So you want to play an
Ranger.
archer. You could play
Yeah,
either a
ranger.
ranger or a rogue, depending on how you felt. Or you could play a fighter.
Definitely a ranger.
Alright. Cool. Rangers are a great class choice. So, the next thing we should do is download the 5e Player's Handbook. Because that'll have all the rules for Rangers in it.
Okay.
And it's also in links.
Got it. Rangers.
There's a table of contents somewhere, and it'll tell you what page it's on. Hopefully it's correct. You never know when converting to PDF whether the pages are going to be correct or not. Somehow. Where did I put you? Then you're going to want to open our final important link, which is the 5e point buy calculator. Because this is how we're going to figure out our stats for our characters. Figure out what we are good at and what we are not good at.
I'm gonna totally dump strength because at 3rd level I'll be able to use my intelligence to hit with
Yeah.
a sword. Because
So, yeah.
I have no idea why they decided this was a good idea.
I
only
actually
give
quite
me
like it.
One crucial stat.
I actually quite like it over something like Pathfinder, where you were trying to have 2 really high stats. It was really annoying.
It is, but it balances things out. Here I can just only go for intelligence, and somehow I can hit people with my brain.
Yeah. Well, it's more about how you're attacking people. You're finding their weaknesses.
Right.
You're getting through the cracks in their armor. Like they did in that in Lord of the Rings, you know?
So Salvatore is just really good at thinking while he fights, I suppose.
Alright, so if you're looking at this wonderful chickendinner.com, our 5e point buy calculator, you can conveniently select your race, and then you have 27 points to spend on top of that to figure out what your ability scores are going to be. Starting from the top, you have your strength, which is going to affect your athletic abilities, as well as your ability to hit with things like swords, axes, maces, any type of melee weapon that is not fairly small. Then you have your dexterity, which will affect your things like when you go in combat, if you're faster or slower than the enemy. It'll also affect things like your ability to dodge fireballs that will inevitably get thrown at you at some point. Every D&D character goes through fireballs. It's probably the most iconic spell ever. Though, surprisingly, in our current campaign, we don't actually have anyone who can cast fireballs, which I think is funny. It'll also affect your ability to shoot a bow. So for you, gamer, that's going to be very important. You will probably want to start with a total of a 16 in that stat, if I do say so. Typically, you will pick a race that generally benefits whatever your primary stat is going to be, which conveniently elves are dexterous, so that works out. Playing enough, you also have the option of a sub-race, which will change some of your racial abilities and your minor stat boost.
What up, Psycho Kitty?
Then you have your constitution, which affects how tanky you are, how much HP you're going to have, and also your ability to fight off certain spells and or diseases, things of those natures. Intelligence will infect your intelligence-based skills, such as what you know about magic in the world, or your ability to make medicine checks. Some classes use it for their spellcasting stat. What are you actually planning to play, Warrior? Are you gonna be a warrior? Are you gonna be a fighter? Be on brand.
Still trying to figure that out.
Well, what kind of character would you like to play? I find
a ranger.
Yes, great. And I have all kinds of rangers running up in this party. That'll make this campaign very exciting. I have plans.
I'm playing with the calculator. Sorry.
Oh, I love playing with the calculator. I mess around with it all the time. I'll just be like in between calls at work, just building characters. The calculator of note will let you go over 27 points, but it'll tell you in the bottom right corner there however many points you have spent. Each even ability score gives you an extra bonus to that stat. So, for example, a 10 is a +0, whereas a 12 is a +1. So on and so forth. A 14 is a +2. You can have a max of a 15 starting ability. And that's before racial modifiers. The calculator will, however, not let you go above a 15. Someone was thinking when they programmed.
Just sad.
And then wisdom is your ability to think of things like perception checks to notice things. Survival. For rangers, it's your spellcasting stat. And then charisma is your ability to talk to people or, make sexual dances or whatever you prefer to do. Is also most commonly the #1 dump stat, in which people just leave as an 8.
Because it's mostly optional.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. It's really fun to play high charisma characters.
It is indeed. Ooh. I got a picture to pull up for everyone on stream of something that I had a player try to seduce once.
Oh no.
It was not pretty.
Did the player get eviscerated?
No. We did end up fighting this thing, though.
Watch it be a gug.
Not a gug. It was the Hill Giant Queen from Storm King's Thunder. It's a 5e campaign. And it looks something like this. That is the miniature for the Hill Giant Queen. Or Chief Guh. That's what her official name was.
Sounds like a very classy individual.
Something. Certainly something.
Oh my.
Indeed. Also, while you're working on your stats, I'm going to show off the cool thing that came in the mail today. You lovely chat members can read that one. I got some cool merch in the,
That's awesome.
in the mail.
Hey.
Hashtag on brand.
So, Dirt, why
Yes.
don't you explain how we're supposed to fill out our character sheets?
Yes. So
And
have
what
you
goes on?
have you finished deciding what your stats are going to look like?
Yes.
Great. So now, if you pull up your character sheet, you should see a place to list them.
Where it says strength, there's 2 boxes.
Yes. So
Which box do we put it in?
typically, in the bigger box, I like to write whatever my bonus is. So, say if you had a 16 strength, you would write a +3, and then in the smaller box, you can write that you have a 16.
Okay.
And you will go down the line as such. This is the most important part of your character, because it will designate a lot of other things for us. Really quickly, I'm just going to grab the stats for the character that I am building. So I will be. I wonder if I can set.
Okay.
Oh, there we are. I have too many tabs open and couldn't find the one I wanted. Alright, so do you have that all filled out now?
I do. Do you, Warrior?
Adventures League one?
No. Okay, so are you trying to figure out which form it is?
Yeah.
Should be
Okay,
the
so you're
form
gonna
fillable
click-
option.
Yeah, it's the form fillable on the first page. Where's that? Pulling up the link. Wrong link. It's gonna be on the character sheets, 5th edition character sheets. First one on the top list of the official character sheets. It's gonna give you a whole folder. You open up that zip folder and you want to do a character sheet form fillable.
Indeed. While we're waiting for him to fill it out, if you already know, if you have a character name in mind, you can fill that out. It's not going to be super impacted by the rest of the things we're doing today. I happened to pick mine out earlier. Were you able to find the form fillable PDF?
Yeah.
Cool. While you are filling that out, we can move on to sort of the next step, which is we'll move on to saving throws in this case, because that's really easy. If you're both playing a ranger, you will figure out which saving throws you are proficient based on your class.
Okay, and what's the saving throw?
Give me 1 second. Should be listed at the top of your class in the core rulebook.
Okay.
Should be just under. Where's it Under starting proficiencies, you'll have listed armor, weapons, tools, and then saving throws, which is the one we want now. And then there will be little circles next to each of the different saving throws in which you can check that box if you are proficient.
Okay, wait, where is it at? Efficiency.
Yes. Gonna see if I can send you another link that might make this a little easier for you to sort through without looking through the entire core rulebook.
No, go. I'm working.
I mean, it's easy. You both
Okay.
pick the same class.
Strength and dexterity. Okay, I found it. It's under class features. Okay. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dexterity.
So yeah, you'll fill in those two bubbles. And then in your proficiency box, since we're all going to be starting at level 1, you can put in a +2, which is right above your saving throws.
Okay.
And what that'll do is anytime you're proficient in something at this level, you will get a +2 to said check that you'll be making. So if you are, say, proficient in strength and have a 14 strength, your strength saving throw will be a +4.
Okay.
So you may fill out those little lines accordingly. If you're not proficient, it'll just be straight up whatever your ability modifier is, ranging anywhere from a -1 to a +3. I guess depending on your race, you could be even lower than a +1. You could be, or a -1. You could be a -2.
What goes in the little box by the strength and stuff? Is that like...
Are you talking about the one directly next to strength under saving throws?
Yeah.
So that'll be your relevant ability modifier. So say if you have a 16 strength, that'll be a +3, and then if you're proficient, you'll also add your proficiency bonus. So in my case, I am proficient with strength saving throws, so I am writing a +5 there.
Okay, dexterity. Okay.
Alright. Have we all filled out our saving throws as they should be?
Yes.
Alright, if you are both done filling that out, we will move on to hit points. Under the Ranger class, it should tell you what hit die you have per level. Should be at the very top.
Okay. 1d10 per ranger level.
Yeah, so starting at level 1, you always start with max hit points. So for you, it's going to be 1d10 plus your constitution modifier, which is hopefully not a -1. Never played a negative con character, but you know. Always.
That kind of would be fun, though.
You say that, but like. Very, very susceptible to die a lot.
Well, that's true.
So your hit points maximum would be 1d10 plus 2?
So in your case, it will be your hit point maximum is going to be 12 if you have a 14 con.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. Your hit die total, if you want to fill that box out, is 1d10, which you can write on the top line there. Inside the box, you can fill out if you were to ever spend any hit dice, how many you have remaining, or how many you have spent. I don't use that box very often. It's not super important. We will also be ignoring the temporary hit points and death saving throws box, because those will only be relevant once we actually start playing and finish character creation. In the initiative box, you can go ahead and note down whatever your dexterity bonus is. So none of us will be playing any classes that get any random bonuses to initiative.
How do you find what your dexterity bonus
It'll
is?
be whatever your dexterity score is. So if you have like a 12, it's a +1. A 14 will be a +2. Odd numbers are always the same as whatever even number came before it. And at any point, if anyone has any questions, feel free to stop me and we will go over them.
Okay, repeat initiative one more time.
So initiative is going to be just your dexterity bonus.
So +2.
Yeah. That's the wrong number.
Maybe.
Then, depending on your race, that'll determine whatever your speed is. If you go back to where we were doing our ability scores, it should tell you under racial traits what your base walking speed is. For most medium creatures, it is 30 feet. Were you all able to locate your base walking speed?
Nope. Where am I looking for it at?
You can look in the core rulebook under elves if you wish to flip all the way back to that page, or you can pull up your calculator that we were using earlier to determine our stats, and it will tell you at the bottom of the page if at the top of the page you select elf.
Okay.
I guess we should go back and first make sure that you actually calculated your stats properly, and did you select a race when you were calculating your stats?
Yes.
Did you select a sub-race?
Yes.
Great.
And it didn't give me the option to select one.
You may not have a sub-race depending on what actual race you selected.
Yeah.
Elves specifically have sub-races.
Which race did you select, babe?
Dragonborn.
Huh?
Dragonborn.
Okay, Dragonborn.
Yeah, Dragonborn do not have sub-races. They will, however, though, you will have to pick a color and determine what kind of breath you have. Because Dragonborn get breath weapons. Because they're cool.
Okay, so if my ability score is 14 and my ability modifier is 2,
then your initiative would be a +2.
okay.
On our point buy calculator, it conveniently will tell us all of our racial traits at the bottom. So, for example, a Dragonborn, your size is medium, and your base walking speed is 30 feet. I believe elves
My dexterity
are...
increase by 2. Huh, 30 feet. Wisdom 2 and -1.
are good so far.
Yes.
Lost altogether.
What
Okay,
are
so
we
you're gonna have
stuck
to
at?
start. Yeah, we're gonna start all over for him and let him kind of go slowly with us.
That is completely
So-
okay. Feel free to ask questions when they arise.
Have you figured out the point calculator?
I figured out how to change the numbers.
Okay, so
if you're looking at stream, you should see me also looking at the point by calculator with the Dragonborn pulled up. If you have any questions, I can walk you through anything you'd like to know.
okay, so on your paper, you see where it says strength 14, 14, 15, 8, 12, and 8. You're gonna put that on your stats on the paper.
Yes.
1 second.
Okay, so I think I have that done.
Cool.
Let's see if I did it correctly. What's the next question?
All right. Are you ready for the next section?
I am. I don't think he is yet, though.
As I tell my trainees at work all the time, I can't help you if you don't tell me you need help. And
So
ask me
starting on the
questions.
left side, I don't understand what the +3 and the +2 and everything.
Okay, so you
So-
don't understand what the calculator's saying?
Are you looking at my character sheet on the stream?
Trying to figure out like how to understand what you're supposed to be putting in.
Yeah, so he doesn't get why we're adding the numbers that we're adding. We have
Right.
to explain that to him.
So, starting at the beginning, each of these scores represents whatever your character wants to do in game and how good they are at it. As per most RPG systems. So for my strength, I have a total of a 16 for my character. So that is a +3 ability modifier. So I put the +3 into
Okay, that's the part that I didn't understand.
my strength here. And then I listed my total, which is a 16, down here. Recently I found out you're actually supposed to put the big number, the 16, in the big box. But I think that's less useful.
I think that's less useful too.
Because we don't actually care that it's... We care somewhat that it's a 16, but really the +3 is what's important. You're going to be adding that to a bunch of things here shortly. Fun fact, character creation is the hardest part of any RPG system.
No kidding, right? That's why it takes us the longest.
Yes.
Especially if you're not very familiar with the system.
Or any system for that matter. So a lot of the ones I play function very similarly in terms of once you figure out stats, they're pretty much the same for all games. I really enjoyed when I went back and started playing, like, if you've ever played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, seeing how much of that is just like literally a tabletop game, but in video game form, makes things a lot more interesting. Alright, have we got that filled out?
Yeah, I got that left side now.
Great. Now, you can start filling out your saving throws, remembering to add your +2 to both your strength and dexterity saving throws.
Okay, so your saving throws are in your handbook. So inside the D&D 5e player handbook, you're going to look for your race of your character.
You should be looking at his class of his character, not his race.
The class features. Well, he needs to find the character, which is
Yes.
the race, to find the class. But under the index, look for your race.
We don't need to look at the race, we just need to look at the class. Those are two separate things.
Yes, but he needs to find the page where his person is on. That's what I'm trying to tell him. Look at the index.
Where
The index is on page 1.
Yes.
Or page 2, sorry.
If you want, you could also go to the link I posted in chat for an additional, just quick find your class webpage with all the information.
Yeah. Is it in Gilded or?
Yes, it is in Gilded with all the other links.
32.
Should be a link to roll20.net.
Okay. Did you just press X? I must have missed that.
Yes, it was posted. Well,
Oh,
not
okay.
just, but yes.
I'm proficient with all of the tools. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Many tools.
Yes, Danny here is playing an artificer, which is going to be different than the rest of us.
So the proficiency bonus. Okay. So I guess there'd be a +2 then for the proficiency bonus.
Yes, your proficiency bonus is a +2.
Okay. So then the saving throws.
Saving throws are under Plans Dragonborn. Okay, so Dragonborn. Your Am's Dragon Age. Your speed is 30 feet.
Indeed. Despite having wings, you don't actually get a fly speed.
What about the armor class?
We will come to that.
Yeah, we don't have that yet.
We will be doing equipment-related stuff at the end. Your armor class is dependent on whatever equipment we pick out. The next thing we are going... What's that?
Still haven't found the saving throws, though.
Yes. So saving throws are not equipment dependent. Do you have those all filled out?
No, he's trying to say he can't find
Oh.
them.
He should be...
Gamer said to look under the class, and I'm not seeing.
Yes, under class, it should be under your starting proficiency at the top of the page.
On the calculator?
On the Roll20 page with the Ranger class.
Oh.
Okay.
I promise this will get easier once everything's filled out.
So I'm at the top of the roll 20 page.
Yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, you should come to hit points and then starting proficiencies.
Okay.
And that should tell
Starting
you
proficiencies
what
is-
proficiencies you have for saving throws.
Oh, okay. So it just says strength and dexterity.
Yes, so those are the
There
two
you
that
go.
will get the bonus from your proficiency, which is a +2.
They'll put +2 beside both of those.
You can either list just the +2, or you can put your total, which will be the +2 plus whatever your Constitution bonus is, or your Strength and Dexterity bonus rather.
Okay, next.
The next thing you can do is on your class, under your class, it should say you get to choose some skills.
Yes.
You have a list of options there. For Ranger, it's animal handling, which is like your ability to, make animals not hate you. Athletics. Athletics, which is like running and jumping. Insight, which is reading people. Investigation, which is like searching bodies or looking for clues. Things like that. Nature is figuring out plants and wildlife. Perception is finding things. Seeing things, finding hidden enemies, stuff like that. Stealth is for hiding in the shadows and behind things and people, not being seen. And then survival will be your ability to navigate the wilderness. Maybe what is safe to eat, where you're trying to go, not getting lost. Sometimes you will find that certain activities you'll try to do will fall under the category of multiple skills. But from that list, you can pick 3 skills that you would like to have proficiency in. Which is, again, adding that +2.
Okay.
Okay, I have insight, nature, and stealth.
Great. I feel like Gamer over here is going to be Legolas. Hiding in the corners, reading people. Saying a lot of nothing.
That's the whole plan.
It's a solid plan. They can't hit what they can't see.
Exactly.
If you don't open your mouth, they won't hate you either. Well, maybe they will because you didn't say anything. Maybe they don't like that.
Maybe. Alright.
Alright.
Okay, so now let's go over the hit points. Where do we find our hit points?
Hit points should be at the very top of the Roll20 page, if that is what you're using to get your class. And it will literally say...
Okay, so explain it. What's
hit
the
points.
1d10? Explain what 1d10 is.
A D10 is ideally a D10 or a 10-sided dice that you would roll for things. For starting hit points, that doesn't matter because we're not rolling for hit points, and you always start with a maximum hit points. Anyways, so
Okay.
always start with 10 plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay. So it's going to be 10 plus 2.
Yes. I don't hate myself or you guys, so we will not be rolling for hit points at any point in time.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that's the hit dice, right? Or is it?
What was your
What was
question?
Is that the hit dice?
Yes.
Hit point maximum? Yes.
And there will be a box for the hit dice where you can know that you have 1 D10.
Okay.
Alright.
You see the box that says speed?
Yeah, I've got my hit points.
Oh, okay.
So we good so far. Any questions?
None.
Alright. Let's see. Perfect. For the next thing we're going to do, there's going to be another link here in Gilded here shortly. This is going to help us pick out a background for your character. Sort of, what has your character been doing throughout his life until now? This should bring you to a website with lots of different backgrounds to choose from. If you have any questions about any of the backgrounds, we can go over them.
Okay, so explain what we're looking at whenever we're searching for a background.
So when you're looking at backgrounds, there should be a couple of things here. So if we look at the first one, which is Acolyte, it'll tell you what skill bonuses you're going to get. So, for example, Acolyte gets Insight and Religion as skills that you are proficient with.
Right, okay. 2 languages of your choice.
Yeah.
You get a holy symbol equipment. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's going to tell you what equipment your background starts with, and then languages, which we can go over later.
Okay, so is there something that is... Can we pick any of these? It doesn't matter which one?
You can pick any of them, whatever kind of character you want to play.
Okay, so I would like... Sailors, there's Knights of the Order.
Yeah. You can also come up with a custom background if none of these suit your fancy. There are rules for that too.
I want to. My money, money, my money.
What background do I want?
I'm going with shipwright.
Ooh, fancy.
Apparently, at one point, Semaphore was working on a ship.
Cool. I've always been meaning to build a sailor character. I've never gotten around to it. Though I did play a pirate campaign once. That was fun.
My group started one, but then we ended about a month later when we realized the sci-fi campaign that we were doing was more fun, so we just went back to that.
I'm a plaintiff.
You're a plaintiff?
Yes.
Sweet.
I thought it'd be interesting.
Cool. At the top of your character sheet, there should be a place to write down whatever your background is.
Bingo, got it.
Dingo? I didn't know we were in Australia.
Bingo. He's a plaintiff. This ought to be interesting.
Yeah. This is not the first or last time I've had someone with a legal background in a party. One of my characters for a slightly different system, Pathfinder, has profession barrister. He's an old-timey lawyer who did in fact go to hell and did in fact go to court in hell. And actually have to put his lawyering to the test. It was great.
Alright, we both have ours. Next.
Sweet. Alright, so did you fill out all of your skills and or tool proficiencies from
Yes.
your background? Cool.
Wait, no. Wait, how do we do that?
It should just tell you.
Traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws.
Yeah, that is also going to be gathered from your background, so you choose the ones from your background.
Okay, so
And you can either find a random number generator, or if you happen to have dice, roll them to select randomly as the book suggests, or you can just pick them, or make up your own. This is the part of character creation where the rules don't really matter, because this is all the fluff and background and whatever you want to do with your character.
Which
Okay,
is
so
really
wait.
fun.
start
Yeah.
over from the beginning. So you want us to write down what?
So, Warrior was mentioning personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. Those are all listed under your background if you choose the ones that are written for your background.
Okay.
And there will be, under personality traits for the plaintiff, there are 8 different personality traits. You can select one, you can roll for one, or you can just make one up.
Okay.
This is a lot of, where your, how do I want to play this character comes into play.
Oh, personality trait. Ideals. Okay, next.
Has everyone completed that section of your character sheet? Since I know we're not all as fast as Gamer. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Did you finish your section?
Alright.
Yeah, I did.
We're going to, now that you have everything from your background filled out, go back to the skills section of your character sheet. And you are going to pick out a number of skills equal to your intelligence modifier that you also wish to be proficient in.
Okay. Medicine.
Yeah.
And performance.
If anyone's watching and wants to be nitpicky about my changing of the rules, that is a rules change from actual 5e. Make things more fun for us.
Okay. I picked 2 more skills.
Cool. Now, if you happen to have a negative intelligence, you do not lose any skills. You just don't gain any either.
We get additional skills based upon our intelligence.
Modifier, yes. They can be any skills on that list that you're not already proficient with.
Go.
That's great.
Yeah.
So if you're at a 0, you don't get anything.
Indeed. If you're at a -1, you also don't get anything.
But you don't lose any.
Indeed. Not losing anything here.
We don't punish people for having dumb characters.
No, because I find... Actually, my favorite character of all time was a Critical Role character by the name of Grog, who was super dumb and super not wise. And it was great. He played it so well.
Creates fun situations.
Fantastic. It does. It does when they're played properly. Which is pretty hard to do. Because most people are not that dumb. So they don't really know what it's like to have an 8 intelligence. It's pretty hard to act that way.
Alright, what is next? Good
Alright, let's see. So we have our skills filled out. We have all of our personality stuff filled out. You can now pick an alignment if you like. That would be things like if you want to be good, if you want to be neutral, or if you want to be evil. And then you can be either chaotic, lawful, or neutral in any of those alignments. And they pretty much are what they say they are. So, lawful good is someone who follows all the laws of whatever city they're residing in. They're generally a good person. They will help people out. Like a neutral good person would be someone who they mostly do good things. They don't necessarily follow all the laws, but they are a generally good person. And then chaotic means they do random stuff from time to time. It's not super important that you strictly stick to your alignment, but it can be helpful when certain spells are being cast. And it can help you make character decisions based on your alignment. Next, you can fill out all the remaining information in that box, such as race and class and level. You will all be level 1. You can fill out your player name if you think you're going to forget that.
Always a risk.
Indeed.
Okay.
Alright, once you have that done, you can move back to just below where we have skills to passive wisdom. That number is going to be 10 plus your perception bonus.
That's 12. Next.
Indeed. Now you can go to other proficiencies in languages and note down anything listed in your background or your class for that information. Your class should provide you... let's see. Probably will not provide you... Sorry, your race should provide you information for that as well as your background. Backgrounds usually give at least 1 additional language, if not 2, plus the ones you have for your race.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
Again, if you're needing that racial information, that'll be on your point buy calculator. As long as you have a race selected, it will tell you what information you get. So for Dragonborns, you get to read and write Common and Draconic.
I don't eat Takis. You eat French fries and
Okay, got it.
Are we still good there, Warrior? The Quiet?
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep up.
If we're ever going too fast, just let me know. We'll slow down. We'll take a chill pill. We'll enjoy the finer moments of character creation. Alright.
Okay.
Let's see, where do we want to hop next? Alright. Next, we will hop into the middle section of your character sheet where it says attacks and spellcasting. So this is where we're going to start picking out equipment and deciding what attacks and spells we have. For picking out what weapons you wish to start with, there is another link in Gilded that should take you to a set of custom rules for 5e. It's going to be important. We will need that to get a list of the weapons we are going to be using.
Go get me a bag of Takis. Get me a bag of Takis.
And that will be the Google Docs labeled Adventures in Caravan.
I actually don't see it.
Should be...
Adventures in Caravans. Okay.
Yeah.
I see it.
It's the third link.
Yes. And There'll be another link under where it says weapons list to you in Excel sheet.
There, go. You know where they're at. Go.
You will want to open that up, and there will be a long list of weapons to pick from. For which
Are we using the class's standard starting equipment?
No.
All right.
Okay, I want a short bow.
You are a ranger. Do you want a short bow or do you want a long bow?
I want a short bow.
Question, because I think I screwed up.
Okay, what's wrong?
What's your question?
The ranger gets +5 intelligence, correct? If I'm reading this right.
Plus, what are
There's
you
ranger
reading?
skills, minus under the adventures in Carabad.
Oh,
I think
you do not need to read through that
reading
information. You just need to worry about the
That's
weapons.
the other custom.
Yeah, that is a different set of
List
custom rules
thing.
that we are not actually using because I wanted to simplify things
Yeah.
for you all.
Okay. Okay, so we don't need those. Okay.
Right.
Okay, no, so you did it right. You did it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pick a short bow. Do-do-do-do.
All right. Going for the short
So where do
bow.
you find the stuff?
So, if you're looking at the ranger class, it should tell you what kind of weapons you have proficiency with.
At the top of the
I'm
PD.
Pretty
the
sure you have
Adventures in
proficiency with
Caravan
just about anything outside of racial weapons.
weapons list. Blue with another link. Right click it and open up that other link.
Yes.
Starting
Open up an
equipment.
Excel.
Lots of links. It'll get easier. I promise.
No. It will be above.
If it's easier, I can just share a link directly to the Excel sheet.
Yeah, do that.
All right. There's a new link directly to the Excel sheet.
Are these your talkies?
Yes, beautiful. Thank you.
You can join it if you like it.
I'm just supposed to pick a starting weapon.
Yes.
Sturdy weapon.
Starting.
Oh.
That is indeed what should be happening here. We are not going to be using the starting weapons out of the core rulebook. I wrote new weapons because I wanted to have some fun. So I went through and converted a bunch of weapons to a slightly different system for...
Where are we writing this in it? Under equipment?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
start by writing it under equipment. Yeah. No.
How shall we select our weapons?
Yeah. You can have 2 or 3 weapons depending on what they are. You can just ask me. I will approve or deny your request.
Cool. Could I
Select.
take a quarterstaff and a light crossbow?
Sounds great to me.
Cool.
Okay, I have a short bow. No, go.
You're taking a
And oh my god, I want a net.
Nets are free, so you can just have that. There are some
I'm
cool.
legit determined to catch somebody with my net.
There are some cool elven weapons if you're interested, since you are playing an elf. They are, in fact, all finessable. It's part of, the elven thing. Which means you can use your dexterity modifier to attack instead of your strength mod. Since you're a dexy
Oh my god,
character.
they have a blowgun. Oh my
Yep,
god, that'd
you
be
can get a
so fun.
blowgun. You can get a boomerang. You can get a whip. You can basically get a battering ram. There's one weapon in here that's basically like a butterfly net. It's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that net and that turbo.
Cool. Do you wish to pick up any other, simple or martial melee weapons? Just in case you ever get in a tight situation and don't
Brass
particularly want to
knuckles.
shoot something. Yeah, you can have some brass knuckles all day long.
Hell yeah, dude, give me some brass knuckles. All right.
They're finally legal in Ohio, and I'm very excited. Not that I plan on getting any, but for the sake of them being legal, I'm excited.
All right. Net and brass knuckles. All right, I got this. I'm a badass elf, dude.
You could go full legless and get 2 elven swords.
Oh, dude, that'd be hella cool too.
Right.
Is there a limit to the equipment?
Not really. But do you have any particular weapons you're interested in picking up?
Looking through the list.
There's a lot listed here. If
You did really good.
The fun thing that the biggest change from regular 5e weapons to this is that we have different critical options now. So some weapons crit when you roll an 18, 19, or 20. Some will crit when you roll only a 20 but do a lot more damage. Depends on how you're feeling.
Hello, are you done?
You could be a total Japanese nerd and get like a katana.
Okay.
Or maybe an odachi, if that's how you feel.
I got pikes.
Pikes?
Yep. Or hammers.
My current 5e character on Wednesday nights runs with a pike and a shield, a la 300 style.
Nice.
Yeah. My character's sweet.
So you were playing a literal hoplite.
Yes, except for I'm wearing full plate.
Ooh, fancy.
I have +1 full plate now.
When you get killed, you should take some kill descriptions from the Iliad, because that's very gruesome.
What's even funnier is my character is a cleric. I have 6 levels in cleric and 1 level in fighter.
That's special.
Oh yeah, great character.
All right,
love it. All right, the next thing we'll do is we'll go back to our skills and actually finally get our totals for all of our skills, our bonuses, our total bonuses for each skill, and that will be calculated in 2 different ways. If you're proficient, if you noted that you are proficient with a particular skill, it'll be your level plus your proficiency bonus plus your relevant stat modifier, which should be listed next to each skill.
Okay, wait, slow down. Hold up, what?
So for any skill that you decided you wanted to be proficient with, you will take your proficiency bonus, your level, which is 1, and your relevant stat modifier. So say, for example, you pick stealth, you will take your proficiency bonus, plus your dexterity bonus, plus your level, and add them all together, and that'll be your stealth bonus.
Huh? Okay, one more time?
So
the proficiency bonus for me in this case is a 2. The dexterity is a 2. And my level is a 1, so that'd be a +5.
So if you chose to be, proficient with stealth, your bonus would be a +5.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Anything you did not choose to be proficient in is just going to be whatever stat bonus that it would normally be. So, like, if you're not proficient in athletics, it's just your strength bonus.
Okay.
So, in the case for me for acrobatics, there's nothing there. That would be just a +2 for dexterity then.
Indeed, correct.
Okay, for animal handling, it would just be +2.
I'll be interested to see what interesting decisions we make at level 3. How many animal companions we end up with.
One of them is likely to be robotic.
Yes, that is true. Sounds like you're going with a very similar build to the one I did when I played one.
If everyone else goes with the animal companion ranger, then I might just go with the armorer.
Just have 3 animal companions. It'll be great.
We'll have an army of pets.
Yes. There'll be a lot going on. It'll be great.
Okay, so if it's -1, then it would be -1, right?
Yep. Sure would
Okay.
be. So if you're not very charismatic, probably don't talk to people a lot. Because they won't
Nope.
like you.
Could have picked a more
Or-
opposite character.
Or you could just, not realize you're not very charismatic and talk to everyone.
It'd just be the exact opposite.
Yeah. Depends on how you wish to roleplay your character.
I was
Exactly.
listening to a podcast where they were playing a pretty similar system where one of the characters had a very low charisma, so he just insulted everyone.
That's funny.
Alright. I got mine done. You got yours done, babe?
Mhm.
Alright, we're ready.
Alright. Now we've done that. Alright, we'll go back to now filling out this middle box that says attacks and spellcasting. In the box that says name, you can write down whatever weapons you decided to pick up.
Okay. Short bow, the net. That's gonna be interesting as fuck. And brass knuckles. We either gonna throw down or I'm about to capture your ass.
Yes.
Let's fix and go.
I like the idea of you going bare knuckle boxing with some brass knuckles on.
Right?
You're just in like a bar fight and you pull out some brass knuckles.
Oh my god, yes.
And the bartender's like, whoa, that's not legal. Brass knuckles in boxing and bar fights. Turns your non-lethal damage into lethal damage. That's not okay. So once you have them noted, if the weapon, per the table, has the special property of finesse, your attack bonus will be your dexterity plus your proficiency.
Okay, wait, one more time. You're speaking gibberish.
So, for your short bow, your attack bonus is going to be your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency.
Okay, dexterity modifier plus.
Yes, because it's a ranged weapon. They're dex-based.
Alright. Let's see. It'd be 5.
Indeed. It's probably going to be the case. Where did my Excel sheet go? However, let's see. Net is going to be, since it is a thrown weapon, is going to be your strength modifier plus your proficiency.
Okay. That's going to be 4. Wait, and then brass knuckles would be.
Brass knuckles, I believe, can be dex or strength, your choice.
Alright,
So
we'll do
dexterity, probably.
Yeah. Alright.
This is going in attacks and spellcasting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what weapons did you pick out?
Quarterstaff, a dart, a dagger, a morning star, and a longbow.
Alright.
Holy motherfucker.
This man is loaded with weapons.
Okay.
I like it. So
we know who has all the weapons whenever we need weapons.
Yeah. So unless noted under special next to that weapon in the category, the property of finesse, those are going to be strength-based weapons. I believe that longbow, though, is going to be dexterity-based. So for the longbow, your attack modifier will be your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency.
Okay. Quarterstaff would be for strength, then, being a melee weapon.
Yes. It is not finessable.
And next.
Let's see what we have left to fill out.
So for calculating damage, for ranged weapons, do you add dexterity to the damage as well? Or?
Yeah. So your damage is going to be whatever die is listed in the weapons table, plus whatever stat bonus you have to make that attack. So, for example, a bow, a short bow or long bow, will be whatever the damage die is plus your dexterity modifier.
So 1d6 plus 2?
Indeed. Should be 1d6 plus 3.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 3. So what is that? I
believe you have a 16 dexterity. Well, so what that means is every time you go to make an attack and you hit, you'll roll a d6 and then add 3.
Okay. Six plus 3. Okay. And then brass knuckles would be d4.
What was your question?
I'm not sure where we're supposed to be filling all this out, or.
This is in the attacks and spellcasting table. We are filling out the damage, which is next to attack bonus.
So.
Then on the weapons list, it'll list your damage on the Excel page sheet.
Indeed. I appreciate the information, always FPS. I will have to check that resource out later.
What did you do? Okay, I am done with that.
Alright, so once you have all your weapons filled out, you can go back to your class and fill out whatever remaining equipment is listed under your class. There may be some decisions you have to make. If you're looking at the Roll20 website and you click on the different packs, it'll tell you what's in them. Such as an explorer's pack has a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, tinderbox, and torches, rations, water skin, and hemp rope.
Okay, wait, where do we find that?
So if you're looking at the Roll20 link to the Ranger class, under starting equipment, it'll give you an option for you can either choose scale mail or leather armor, which do different.
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
Two different things, but right now we want to worry about which pack you want.
So if the weapon has range on it, does it go under dexterity for the bonus?
So if it has a range on it, you can just list that. You can either not list it, or you can list it at the bottom in sort of that blank area in that middle section there. So under the attack and spellcasting, you can sort of list it in that blank area. If you want to remember that. Longbows shoot dummy far.
Okay, I got mine. Oh crap, I didn't mean to exit out of that. Shit. There's it. Okay, there we go. Girls.
Oh, what I was looking at. No?
Girls.
Actually, can I do that instead? This is a much smaller list.
Okay, how do I undo?
Alright, I am going to be posting a picture in Gilded for you to see what your armor does when you're selecting that from your class.
Okay, so I have leather armor with 2 short bows.
You do not need to note the last weapon listed on there either. You don't need to list any of the weapons that your class gives you. We pick those out in a different fashion. There is a picture of the different armors, so you can grab all the information you need to know about it. Although you don't have to worry about weight. There are rules for technically how much you can carry, but we will be ignoring them.
That's good. Those rules are frustrating.
Oh, they're frustrating in every edition ever. Because they bog things down.
Okay.
As long as you're not carrying
ridiculous things, yes, I agree.
Yeah. Don't lug a battering ram into a dungeon.
Right?
Where is this supposed to go?
Where's what's supposed to go?
A list of items that you have.
There should be a section on your character sheet for equipment.
Alright.
And then just list it right there. It'd be like leather armor, short bows.
Yeah.
A forest pack, like mine's a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torch, 10 days of rations, a water skin, and 10 feet of hemp and rope.
Yep. Or if you're like me, you'll have a giant Excel sheet with your party's entire inventory. Not our entire inventory, but we have been like looting a dungeon and just putting everything into a bag of holding, so it's group loot. So we have a huge group loot table. We spent like half of our last session just shopping. It was great.
Oh, Jesus.
Where do you find this?
Find what equipment you have?
Yeah.
So if you go back to your class, which should be on a Roll20 link, it should say starting equipment. You'll want to pick your armor, so either scale mail or leather armor, and then which pack you have. So whether you have the Dungeoneer's pack or the Explorer's pack. and this will help us both fill out what equipment you have, plus also help us figure out what armor your armor class is going to be, as to whether you pick leather or scale mail.
Alrighty.
So you can, if you click on either of the two armors or look at the chart I posted in the Gilded, it'll tell you what bonus to AC your item gives you.
Okay. Bonus AC 11.
Yeah, so that'll be 11 plus your dexterity modifier for leather.
And what's AC?
So AC is your armor class. Yeah. It's if I roll my d20 and I add my attack bonus, what number do I have to hit to actually deal damage to you?
Okay.
Different armors have, different AC modifiers. Some have maximum dexterity caps. Some of them don't allow for any dexterity bonus. You are also free to pick up a shield if you'd like. If you ever want to
I don't want one of those.
Use a one-handed weapon and a shield.
It would be hard to use a bow and a shield.
For real.
If you only have 2 arms, I would agree. But what if you have a tail? Then you could, use that tail. Not actually. It's not a rule. Okay.
Alright, next.
So we have a very little bit left to go on actual character creation. Let me pull up the character sheet so I can accurately tell you. That's fine. I closed the thing I needed. How dare I? There we go. So now, you can go to the features and traits page, and this is where you're going to go to your class and list. There should be, if you scroll down, you'll start seeing where you have levels, features, spells known, and spell slots, which currently, as a ranger at level 1, you have none, but you have 2 features that you can list there.
Okay,
start with that.
At the first level class.
So since you're both playing a ranger, it should be favorite enemy and natural explorer.
Yep. Okay. Got that.
So, favorite enemy will cause you to make a choice as to what enemies you want to be good against. What do you specifically hunt down?
Okay, so what do we specifically hunt down?
Yeah, so if you scroll down on the Roll20 page, past the little table that tells you spells known and all your class features and stuff, it'll get to favorite enemy.
Okay.
Beginning at first level, you have significance experiencing, studying, tracking, hunting, and even talking to certain types of enemies.
Okay.
Could be elementals, could be giants. I'll even throw in that you could.
We have to pick 2.
You have to pick 1.
Let's pick 1. Okay, so mine's gonna legit be the undead. Let's do this.
Cool.
Are we writing this down?
So it'll be under
Under
class features. Or
Yeah, class features and traits on the right-hand side of the paper. Favored enemy.
Close a bunch of this stuff. I don't know.
Undead. And my neutral explorer. Ooh, it's going to be in the forest. Natural explore. Forest. Boom. Alright.
Alright.
I have mine.
Alright. Now, the last thing we need to get once you note those two things down is any additional information that comes from your race. So, for example, you'll want to note that Dragonborns have both a breath weapon and damage resistance to whatever, based on their color, a certain type of damage. So, like, if you wanted to be a red dragon, you could have a 15-foot cone of fire damage and resistance to fire damage.
Okay.
For elves, it's something different, depending on whatever subrace you chose. Plus, you have advantages against, like, being charmed, can't be put to sleep.
Where are you finding that
at? This I'm reading from our point buy calculator, our chicken dinner, where we picked our stats. Then I have a cool optional thing we can do after this, or we can try a mock combat.
It would probably be good for me to set my armor class.
Yes, it would. So, Danny, are you familiar with a website called Hero Forge?
I am.
So what I've been doing for all my characters now is going to Hero Forge, building a mini, taking a screenshot, and using that as my token.
There you go.
Yeah. I find that it is a great way to design the character. It's like the best way to design a character to look as close as possible to what you want.
Yeah.
It's not going to be perfect, but
my brain is quite visual, so I use that to kind of help spin my mental gears.
Oh yeah. No more searching Google for an image that's like somewhat close to what you're envisioning.
Anything else?
That should be everything for your character sheet. If there's any blank spaces, let me know, and we'll figure out what's supposed to be there.
Nope. I am good.
One thing you may want to note that I may have not said is your background, or your may have given you some amount of starting money that can go in whatever the appropriate slot would be, whether it be copper, silver, electrum, gold, or platinum pieces.
Cool.
Where's Josh?
I don't know.
He's being Josh somewhere else.
What are we supposed to have for hit points?
Hit points should be 10 plus your Constitution modifier.
I'll be back, fellas.
Sounds good.
Alright, back.
So the bigger boxes, temporary hit points.
Yeah, you won't have any temporary hit points at this time. So you can leave that one blank.
Okay.
Alright, once you have all your information written down, how do you feel about messing around with a visual character creator now instead of a pen and paper one, so to speak?
Yeah, that'd be way better.
Alright, let me get the link pulled up here for us. I spent a bunch of my day at work messing around, building my character in this thing. Visually. Because it's a lot of fun. And by a bunch of my day, I mean in between calls, not actually just wasting time at work. Oh, I never sent that picture. Oh. No, I have. Alright, so here Forge is a place you can make custom minis. They're kind of expensive. You can purchase them if you'd like. You don't have to, since we'll be playing online anyway. But
aw, they're so cute.
it's a cool place to go and pick out your race and all kinds of cool fun settings. If you look on stream, you can see the one that I created for my character.
Aw. Looks really cute.
Your dad hasn't made it home.
No, he hasn't.
That's not good.
Just a little bit.
Josh, no. Go put your blanket.
Alright, well, unfortunately, Dirt, I'm gonna have to call it here. I gotta get the kids to bed and stuff.
Sounds
but
good.
can we do our first run through next week?
Yes, we can definitely do that. If you'd like, you can play around with Hero Forge in the meantime. Get yourself a nice avatar created, and we'll get them uploaded.
Heck yeah. This is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
Yes, it is. It's gonna be great. The hard part is done now.
I know, now we have our characters created. Now we don't have to worry about that stuff. So.
Yeah, you'll want to make sure you download and or save that PDF depending on how you have it open.
Okay.
Or take a picture of it with your phone or something so you don't lose all that information, because that would suck.
Right.
Happened to one of my players like 3 times. It was funny.
Oh my god, that would suck so bad.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Well, thank you so much for letting me join you, sweetie.
Yeah. We're going to have a good old time.
We are. Thank you. That was legit a blast. I will see you next
Maybe
week.
at some point people will join us and we'll have more than 3 party members. You'll never know.
Heck yeah. Alright. I'm gonna jump out of here.
See ya.
We're calling it Thanatos just went live if you want to raid him.
I can definitely do that. Alright, we are going to go raid our good friend Thanatos. He is working on getting affiliate. It would be great if you could all hop over there and watch his stream, participate, be active in chat. Every view counts.
Yeah, he's only one away.
Yeah, some very minuscule amount.
Alrighty, I'll see you guys over there.
See ya.
Alright.
Oh, I don't have access to raid. Boo. Well, we'll go hop in this stream, folks, because I don't have access to read. I'll have to get that done. But if you do want to stick around, I will be finishing up my character here. And potentially trying to figure out a mute button for Gilded for next week, so I can be way more active with you all in chat. I didn't really want to say a lot of confusing things, talking to you, talking to them. So, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish my character now, because I haven't gotten that done yet. I do have a pretty strong idea of what I want to do for the character, at least in terms of stats. Have not, however, I don't know why it won't let me click on that, but figured out what I want for background. If you have any suggestions, I'm open to it. But where did my character go? I have one here somewhere. Just gonna show you guys what I actually have going on for my character design. I just have to get it put up in the right tabs. I have so many tabs open right now, it's ridiculous. It's heckin' confusing. There we go. Now you can see sort of what I have going on. He is just a hulking man. Yes, this is indeed a bathrobe, but it looks cool, so I quite like it. I wish I could get the pants over the boots, but that was not an option I had. So we'll run with it this way. I'm not. Yeah. We're gonna set them up a little bit differently on paper than this, because we're not 4th level yet, so we don't have any feats. But we are gonna be getting feats at 4th level and such, so that'll be cool. But let's go ahead and fill out this character sheet. Let's pick some skills. Where's the barbarian list? Here we have the barbarian list. Animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, and survival. Perception and survival sound great. I might actually pick up athletics at some point. We'll see what my background ends up being. I'm not going to have a ton of skills. But perception and survival. So we're going to be at 1 plus 2 plus 1, so 4 on both of those. We're looking at the backgrounds here. I'm thinking like, if we have something that would fit sort of like a tribal leader theme or something along those lines. Rival intern. Oh, that sounds kind of silly. I was gonna look at this one, but I kind of stopped working on my character while I was walking them through things because I did not have the mental capacity to do 2 things at once for this part. So let's see what this background's actually about. You have an excellent knowledge of not only your tribe territory, but also the terrain and natural resources of the rest of the north. You are familiar enough with any wilderness area. You can find twice as much food and water. That's cool, I guess. Additionally, you can call upon the hospitality of your people and those allied with your tribe, often including members of druids or elves, tribes of nomadic elves, the harpers, and the priesthood devoted to the gods of the first circle. Interesting. This is probably what I'll go with because I don't. That's kind of the flavor I want. I could go with folk hero. That could be fun too. Folk hero could kind of fit. Could be maybe a far traveler or a hermit. Haunted one could be fun, but I think I'm good on that one. Yeah, I don't. No, I think I am gonna go with the tribe member. It's Uthgard tribe member, but I'm just gonna say it's of my own tribe. To oversee one type of musical instrument or artisan's tools. I'm kind of thinking maybe drums or maybe like the lute of some sort, like a guitar. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I pick here. Athletics or survival. Yeah, we could do. So if that's the case, then we can add an additional skill from our class. Since I had picked survival as one of my options, I don't actually need survival. Since we're going to get that from our background for sure. Nature's wisdom based? Maybe we'll go with intimidate. Because why not? I mean, it's going to be a -1 either way. Maybe we just pick like animal handling because flavor. Why not? Maybe at a 3 here, and then we'll go 2, make 1, strength +3, make 1, 1. Wait, was insight one of my? I don't think insight was one of my options, was it? No, unfortunately not. Otherwise, I probably would have picked that. And I don't get any free random bonus skills because I'm dumber than a bag of rocks. Yeah. I'm actually going to trade out this animal handling. While it's not technically something I get, I'm going to take medicine because I feel like, just like practice some like natural medicine, right? Like, that's chill. That'll give me a +4. Sorry, these numbers are quite hard to read. Maybe I can zoom in a bunch. There we go. Make them a little bit easier. Actually, never played a full-on barbarian like this. This is gonna be fun. Alright, my passive perception is going to be a 14, which is not bad at all. My armor class is going to be a 15, so I get my dex plus my con. What kind of weapon do we want? I think we kind of want to go... we could go with a two-hander, though, because... we get that 1.5 damage. So we get that plus 4 damage, and then eventually at 4th level it'll be plus 6 damage on hits. Take advantage of that. No. I think we're going to stick with 2 axes. It's just what do we want. And I realize I don't think I ever showed you, chat, the table for weapons we're looking at. I didn't really explain it while they were here because it wouldn't have made a lot of sense to them, but what I ended up doing was I took all the 5e weapons and converted them to their Pathfinder stats in a way that would make sense in 5e. If that makes sense. So I gave them, like, finessable, two-hand, all those, like, kind of properties that would make sense. And then I also added a bunch of racial weapons or just things I thought were, like, super fun weapons from Pathfinder. This will give us crit ranges because I thought that would be a lot more fun. Ooh, I could go with a Tetsubo. Go for that 1d10 times 4 crit. My Barbarian. Nah, I don't... Aesthetically, I don't really like Tetsubos. I don't really have any reason to give myself Dwarven War Axes, even though they're cool. Could go Earthbreaker for 2d6. I think I want to dual wield something. Could do like 2 light flails. The original idea for this character was he was gonna have 2 axes, but I might have to redo that because okay, we're good. Might redo that because I don't know. I feel like katanas are also just not very tribally. The Dornagar is pretty cool, though. Could do 2 war picks. That could no, they're 2-handed. Never mind. I could do 1 war pick. Could do just run around with a scythe. Oh, that'd be sweet. Could go Katana Wakazashi, but again, not very tribal. Definitely gonna have a long bow for sure. What's the actual text on Rage? Because maybe that will be good for a 2-handed weapon. We don't need Ranger anymore. not overly worried about what gear I'm going to be carrying. It's mostly going to be player stuff. Barbarian. What's the text on Rage? Not going to bring any armor. Advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Cool, cool. So I just got a +2 damage. Yeah, so dueling will be better for me. It's just, what do I want to do? I might just give myself like 2 machetes. Flavor longsword is 2 machetes. Because that might be cool. If I ditch these axes in favor of... Yeah, I currently have 2 bearded axes in hand, but I don't know. Or do we have like cutlasses? Yeah. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Yeah, these are getting into 2-handed weapons, it looks like. This could be really cool. Get 2 scabbards for them. Yeah, like technically I can, but like I don't really care. Fast and loose with the rules, boys. I would like to rage. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird that there are no like more scabbard options. I thought they did somewhere. Anywho. So do I like these swords better, or do I like the katanas or the machetes better? Machete. You really search for everything but machetes? That's heckin' weird. Or did I just miss them? Oh, I did just miss them. I'm really dumb. Yeah, I like the elegant blades better. Just like a nice, simple design. I don't know, maybe I keep the 2 axes. Yeah, I think we're gonna. What's the stats on? I might offer them that actually. Oh, think about it. Yeah, I think we will go with the 2 longs. Where did my character go? The 1d8 plus 3, 5. Hit on 19 to 20. And then longbow. Because I think I can use longbows, right? Yeah, I have simple martial weapons. I have a decent dexterity. So we'll pick the longbow. Plus 4. 2. 1d7. 1d8. Longbow. Times 3 crit. And we have some number of arrows. I won't keep track of that information, so it's fine. Tribe member. Bard. 1. Neutral. It's gonna be neutral good, I think. Goliath. Sorry. Where are you at, Goliath? And I can carry a crap ton of stuff. Oh, I'm already proficient in athletics. Well, then I'm going to give myself a different skill from my background, even though that's not really a thing. Give myself one more skill that I think would be flavorful. Could be kind of stealthy. Yeah, we'll end up giving myself that. We'll download this. Is it yes? I don't know why I randomly do that, but here we go. I don't know. Not sure if it has something to do with the PDF viewer or what. Well, we're gonna be a 4 on this. Actually, I might get rid of those boots. I don't know. I get some like sandals. Oh yeah, we like the elegant sword better. And then we want a bow for our back. Oh, that's interesting. That looks utterly ridiculous. Can I not? Okay, it's under back items. That's what it was. Yeah. That's fine, I guess. Is there no short bow? Yeah, but still gonna stick way out the back anyways. Just go with this one, this hunting bow. Go on a different pose though. Ooh, I kind of like this. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of those boots. Maybe some sandals. I think I like the combat boots. Ooh, I do kind of like the Roman sandals. I don't think they quite fit our aesthetic. Yes. Alright, we're almost done here, chat. Okay. And then it's my other class feature at first level. We'll pick languages at the beginning of the stream next week. Unarmored defense, that's right. Just want to make sure I get 2 rages a day. Indeed, my rage damage is still +2. Cool, cool, cool. Only matters on melee attacks, so that's cool. And I get a bunch of other stuff. Cool. Alright. Well, that'll wrap up stream for today, chat. I will see you on this channel next Friday